everybody, it's Norman Kazane, the real ass beach from the south. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video guys, I'm gonna be teaching y'all an updated, well not that updated because matagal na itong technique na to, pero I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to achieve that flawless, no hulas foundation if you have oily and combination skin. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. Also, if you don't know who I am, my main goal here on YouTube is to let you guys know that yes, you can still be beautiful regardless of your life status, condition, and physical appearance. So if that sounds so fascinating on your ear, then please click the subscribe, like, and bell button in order for you to be notified for the upcoming videos and of course be a part of the Real Ass Babies. So enough blabbering and let's get into the video. So guys, I'm fresh from the bath and I'm done prepping up my skin using a skincare and of course a primer. So we're gonna dive into the base makeup. Now this is something different from what I've done in the past. This is more like an oily skin, but before we dive into that, let me just explain this to you guys. As I've mentioned from my previous videos, it's more like 10 billion times already na oil breaks the makeup. So there goes your skin and then there goes your foundation. So when you put it on top of your skin and your skin produces oil, it's gonna break down the foundation. Because again, oil breaks the makeup, alright? So hindi siya magiging long-lasting, so magbibitak-bitak siya or hulas. Alright? What I can suggest is you create a barrier between your skin and your foundation, which is something I'm about to show you guys. Alright? Now, for the barrier that we're going to be creating on our skin between the foundation, it's going to be a powder. Now, for my powder, the only loose powder that I have as of the moment is the Nishido Final Powder in the shade Ivory Glow. Now, here's the thing, I know it's a bit lighter than my actual shade, but in terms of putting it underneath the foundation, I don't mind. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. So I'm just gonna be using the puff just to make it easier. So since I'm already done with my skin, it's basically just setting your skincare and your primer. You know what I mean? So magsastop ka lang dyan. Huwag mo nang lalagyan ng powder yung under eye area mo. Hanggang dito lang sa high points ng iyong cheeks kung saan ka madalas nag-oily. Powder na to, in fairness, in terms of like oil control, yung sa Nishido, but I don't like the smell, but that's besides the point, alright? So we're still gonna be using it. So maglalagay din po ako sa ilong kasi madalas din po ako maging oily dyan sa area na yan. Kasi yung skin type ko po is combination, so I'm more oily on my T-zone and then dry po ako sa aking O-zone, which is dito sa area na to hanggang sa aking jaw. And by the way guys, hindi lang po ako yung first person na gumawa ng ganitong technique. Like, I've seen a lot of beauty vloggers, including Jackie Aina, Robert Welsh, Wayne Goss, yung friend ko si XXOO Vince. Nagawa na nila to sa kanilang vlogs. And ngayon, ginagawa ko para bigyan ko siya ng more in-depth na explanation. Para, hindi ko naman sinasabi na mali yung explanation nila. Pero, para din naman sa mga R.A Babies ko dyan na nanonood sa akin, para din, alam mo yun, may ma-share din ako sa inyo. So, ayan, very light lang. Now, since you already have that powder on, we're gonna dive into the foundation. Now, for the foundation, I'm just gonna be using the usual R.A All Day Liquid Foundation in the shade Olive, and then mixing it with the Sansan matte foundation. So I'm just gonna be putting a little bit, not too much. Like ganyan lang. Very light lang. Now, gagamitan ko siya ng stippling brush. What I'm going to do is to mix the foundation first. Yung pinaghalo ko kanina. And then, stipple ko na lang siya sa aking face. Now, a lot of people were saying na cakey daw tignan kapag ganito. Yung technique, in my opinion, kaya tayo may tinatawag na control. Alright? So, I think to avoid cakiness, you just have to control the amount of product that you're gonna be putting on your face to avoid that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because again, foundation is meant to even out your skin tone and not to cover your entire existence. Alright? Now, after using a brush, dodoblen ko siya ng aking sponge para mawala yung mga streaky effect gawa ng brush nung pag-apply ko ng foundation kanina, at mas magmumukha siyang skin. Alright? So, iba-bounce ko lang yan. Hindi ko siya i-swipe na ganon using the sponge kasi ang tendency kasi nun is mamumove mo yung foundation mo instead of getting an airbrush effect. You know what I mean? So, iba-bounce ko lang siya dyan. Now, I don't recommend this kind of technique if your skin is dry as hell and at the same time you have a very textured skin. Just like my skin before. Ngayon kasi ginagawa ko na yung technique na ito kasi minimal na lang yung mga bumps na meron ako sa aking mukha. But before, sobrang dami. So what I did was, what I'm just doing is just, you know, putting minimal products on my face instead of doing this kind of technique. Kasi in that way, mas may emphasize niya yung texture ng aking skin. But for now, since hindi na malala yung aking mga bumps, tiny bumps sa aking face, upon checking it right now, ang flawless ng skin ko. Tapos nag-set na siya agad, pero isa-set pa natin yan ng very light amount of powder lang para mas mag-set in place. You know what I mean? Now, we're gonna dive into the concealer. Now, I know you guys know that I'm not a fan of putting concealer all over the under eye area. So what I normally do with this is more of like an in-depth tutorial on how, because it's more of like, you know, separating what we see online and what's really happening or what we want to see in real life. Does that make sense? I'm gonna take the doe foot applicator of the concealer and then just putting few dots here and then here, just like that. Now I'm gonna be putting just tiny amount here. Now here's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'll take a small blending brush. Now what I'm going to do with that is just press it. Just tap the concealer. Tap mo lang siya. Take your time. Huwag mo muna siyang i-blend. I-tap mo lang siyang ganun. Know what I mean? Then, tap mo rin to. Itong area na to. Then, tap mo tong area na to. You can also use your fingers, alright? Then, top mo dito ng very light. Now, ang next na lang na gagawin nyo dyan is whatever that's left on the brush, that's the time you do it all over. You blend it all over. Para very light lang yung malalagay sa mga areas kung saan tayo madalas magbitak-bitak yung concealer natin. Now with highlighting, I just put a little bit on my forehead kasi dyan ako madalas pawisan. So kapag pinawisan ako dyan, magiging cakey siya. And dito a little bit on my nose, on my mustache, and then on my chin. You know what I mean? And then I'll just blend it. Now, for the final step sa aking base, just light dusting of powder. You know what I mean? Very light lang. Like, press mo lang. I'm just gonna be finishing my entire look and I'll be right back. So guys, I'm done with my makeup, and as you can see now, my makeup is like a beat from the gods, you know what I mean? So this kind of technique really gives you that matte, flawless finish, you know what I mean? So like, do you really get what I mean? Because sometimes I don't even get what I mean. Charik. I hope guys may natutunan kayo dito sa aking tutorial. And I love you guys for watching. As always, thank you so much for being the best part of my journey as a vlogger. And have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye!